Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
We are taking pride in outstanding performance. We are encouraging and recognizing innovation. We are committed to continuously doing things better, with enhanced services coming soon. Yes, we are here for you. Check us out today for your financial need. GUT Credit Union, it's where you belong.
This is the GBN television news for Wednesday, June 2nd, 2021. I'm Chrislyn, Lashington. In the headlines, Grenadian wanted by police for alleged illegal entry surrenders to police. Human bones discovered in Mardi Gras on January 19th yet to be identified. Bus operators and passengers at the St. George's bus terminal expressed frustration as the toilets remain closed. Former Commissioner of Police James Clarkson pleads for some attention to be given to homeless people. And in around the globe, kitchen staff at St. Jude Hospital in St. Lucia staged protest action over poor working conditions. And Brazil to host the Copa America football tournament later this month, despite high COVID-19 death toll. Coming up in sports, Spice Boys held their final training session on Tuesday as they prepared to depart for Antigua in World Cup qualifiers. Details right after this message.
Get high making money moves with the NLA's new Aces High Scratch game with 4 chances to win. Beat the dealer's card to win the prize shown. Reveal an A symbol. And just like that, you are automatically a winner. Scratch away to win the top prize of $10,000. Win easy with Scratch. Must be 18 or older to play.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. Jimmy Braveboy is assisting the Royal Grenada Police Force with their investigation into his alleged illegally re-entry into Grenada. After asking for the public's assistance to locate Braveboy on Tuesday, police notified the public on Wednesday that he surrendered. More in this Rena Pierre-Thomas report.
The manhunt for Grenadian national Jimmy Braveboy is off, as members of the Royal Grenada Police Force confirm that he is presently in police custody. Braveboy, who resided on the island of Trinidad, allegedly re-entered the country illegally on Saturday. A report issued by police says Braveboy, a resident of New Hampshire St. George, entered the island of Petite Martinique via a fishing vessel. It is alleged that he later traveled via the Osprey Line to mainland Grenada and failed to adhere to quarantining procedures on entry into the country. According to Corporal Kadena Douglas McLean, attached to the Community Relations Department of the RGPF, Braveboy turned himself in on Tuesday afternoon.
Okay, so what we can say at this time that Mr. Braveboy turned himself into the police custody yesterday. He reported at CID St. George's and he's presently in custody assisting us with our investigations.
On the other hand, ASP Leroy Joseph from the Immigration Department of the RGPF says that the number of persons arrested for illegal entry for the year 2020 compared to the numbers so far this year has doubled.
And to this point in time, we intercept a few persons who enter our country illegally, and there is an increase from last year to this year. Last year, for the entire year 2020, immigration charged 15 persons for entering the country illegally. So in other words, when I say illegally, I mean it did enter the country without the consent of an immigration officer. In layman terms, they will say illegal entry, but the charge is entering the country country with the consent of an immigration officer. And so we charged over 15 last year. Okay, surprising to know that from January 1st to May 31st, which is yesterday, 24% has been charged for entering our country illegally. And this is not half of the year. Okay, today is the beginning of June.
Right.
So the data I'm giving you is up to the 31st of May, which is yesterday. 24% was charged. So we are very, much vigilant.
The immigration officer who was speaking on GBN's Mid-Morning Buzz on Tuesday is calling on members of the public to report anyone they suspect came into the country illegally. For GBN News, I am Rena Thomas reporting.
As the resolution to extend the state of emergency was debated in the Senate, opposition Senator Matthew Joseph said had some strong words of caution against the lack of enforcement of the protocols. The senator said the protocols need to be maintained to ensure COVID-19 is kept out. Jared Joseph has the details.
Despite the regulations, opposition Senator Matthew Joseph said there have been several instances in which either the will to enforce the protocols was lacking or a lack of care by individuals. Making mention of Grove, the senator, who is a resident, believes that there isn't a curfew in certain parts of that community.
I don't think there is a curfew in certain parts of Grove. I don't think so. So it comes back here to the will in terms of the application and the execution of those protocols.
Senator Joseph also hinted to an ongoing conversation within select circles concerning Carnival, which, if held, would fall during the extension of the state of emergency. Joseph had strong words of caution, noting the current situation in Trinidad and the potential of illegal entry if Spice Mass is held.
And some people, Mr. President, when they hear Carnival, they go crazy. I want the nation to tread cautiously in relation to that decision whether to have or not to have, or whether to have limited or unlimited. People have a way of skimming through, and we cannot take chances.
The Prime Minister in February stated that it would be a mistake to have a mass event such as Carnival, even if 60% of the nation had been vaccinated. The Senator reiterated his call to enforce the regulations as the state of emergency is extended.
In this new extension, I hope a number of things can be corrected. The law is the law. Let us execute and implement the law. We can't be having parties and blockos and people hanging out after 12. In fact, it is my personal opinion, Mr. President, that the curfew should start before 12 o'clock. That's my personal opinion. But some people would say, Mr. President, the little night activity and to keep the economy this and the economy that.
He also called for the enforcement of the Liquor License Act, which speaks to the hours of operations for licensed dealers. I am Jared Joseph for GBN News.
The Ministry of Health is reporting a drop in the number of Grenadians coming to get their first shot of the AstraZeneca vaccine. Minister Steele, who was speaking to the media on Tuesday, said that after their announcement last week that over 800 persons vaccinated per day, the numbers had dropped significantly.
Last half of last week and into this week so far, there has been a drop-off in individuals coming forward. We're averaging somewhere about 150 to 250 persons per day coming forward to be vaccinated, where previously in the week before we were seeing 800 to 1,000 persons per day. And we are hoping that that will change and we will see an uptake.
The minister also made mention of the over 2,000 AstraZeneca vaccines that were received by government. He explains that Grenadians need to take their first vaccine soon in order to qualify for the second dose before the expiry date.
Get vaccinated. We received an additional 21,600 doses of vaccines last week, AstraZeneca vaccines. I know the question will come, so I will give the details from the point of view of the expiration dates of those vaccines. Those vaccines that we recently received expire on or around the 31st of August, which means that for all of us here in Grenada to access those vaccines in a timely manner, we have till the middle of June in which to come forward and take the vaccine and still have your full 10 weeks to take your second dose.
What happened to the human remains found in Mardi Gras, St. George on January 19th, 2021? And whose remains was it? The answer to these questions still remain unanswered.
4 months after the discovery of bones of a human body in the bushes at Mardi Gras was made by a puppy belonging to one Ian Julian on January 19, 2021, GBN contacted the Community Relations Department for an update following a promised investigation into the findings. However, our news desk was told that to date, the situation remains the same and that once there are any changes as such, the general public will be informed. Several lawmen, including members of the Criminal Investigation Department and a pathologist, were on the scene. Meanwhile, the disappearance of Cecilia Mongo of Mardi Gras St. George remains a mystery. No one to date has come forward with any evidence of her whereabouts. Karen Mongo was called to the scene by police officers after the discovery as a means of identifying any particulars that may belong to the missing woman. However, it remains unknown whether the remains match that of her mother. Just after 1 p.m., police received a report from Mardi Gras resident Ian Julian, the owner of the dog, after the animal discovered the bones of a human body in the bushes where he went to tie out his sheep. Julian said he was thinking about training the pup to hunt when the discovery was made. Forensic evidence was collected which may suggest or confirm the identity of the remains. Chrislyn John, GBN News.
Bus operators in the town of St. George are complaining that the public toilet at the facility has been closed for the past 3 days without any indication as to when it will be reopened. They say this has caused great inconvenience for them and passengers. GBN's reporter Rena Payer-Thomas brings you this story.
Bus operators and passengers at the St. George's bus terminal are forced to find alternative facilities to let out their waste. This comes as the public toilet in the bus holding station has been labeled out of order and shut down. GBN was informed that the facility has been experiencing some problems over the past month, but was officially closed since Monday of this week without any indication as to when it will be reopened. Bus operators and other persons who rely on the toilet facility to relieve themselves expressed their concerns to GBN News team on the matter.
Since last year, the urine part of it was backing up, and this year, everything just had to back up. What about we asking the authority to do is to put 2 disposable, that's right. They could put 2 inside it because senior people come in and asking for a washroom and they have to leave and go. They cannot use it. So the authority, it seems to me that they just close it down and then trying to fix it. It affected me very bad because sometimes we have to leave here and go along to the mall. We have to leave up here and go up to the mall. So it's time for them to come and fix that.
It's been locked down since Monday, and they hadn't been informed, nobody in terminal like bus operators, that it would be locked down, what is the problem or anything like that. And it's a concern. All bus operators have to go elsewhere, and it's very unfair, and it's not looking nice, you know. We have facilities here, and I can really use it, you know. It's a concern, everybody keep talking about it, and that's why the authority not even saying anything. They have a PA system which you could have said the toilet is not in use, so you could know what to do and flex differently, but nothing like that, you know.
I think the government needs to work on it and do better because every minute so water coming out and things going on. So they need to work on it.
In trying to get a comment from the managing body of the bus terminal. GBN visited the administration manager for the Grenada Port Authority, Mr. Marlon Klein. Though unable to make a comment on camera, Mr. Klein stated that the authority is aware of the situation and is presently working to resolve it. For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
This is News at 7. Coming up, former Commissioner of Police James Clarkson pleads for some attention to be given to homeless people. Stay with us.
There's a reason we have been here to serve you for the past 40 years. A reason we have continued to grow. A reason we have continued to celebrate. That reason is you. We have been here to help you plan for your future and here to help you celebrate your achievements. We continue to be here, even when the future seems unclear. Because one thing is certain, you're the reason we care.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
We've been down, but not out. It's been hard, but we've persevered together. We each have a role in Grenada's successful recovery, nourishing our families, guiding our children, caring for our communities, energizing our lives. We are strong. Together, we are Grenada.
Of YT Virtual Bingo! We're giving away a whole lot of money, up to $10,000 to be won. And tickets cost just $8. 5 lucky fathers will win a special cash prize. You know the deal. If you're in Grenada, tickets are available at gotofed.com or from numerous box offices island-wide. If you're overseas, tickets are only available at gotofed.com. So, get your tickets now and enjoy all the fun and excitement online. Sunday, June 20th. Get ready for a special Father's Day edition of YT Virtual Bingo, the new way to play bingo.
Open borders with the right precautions will keep us safe and lead us to the successful rejuvenation of our tourist industry. Because when we come together as a country, we all win.
I did it for my co-workers. I did it for my granny.
What's up? I did it for my neighbor.
I did it for my business.
Help us help Grenada.
I did it for myself and my family. Get vaccinated.
Together, we can defeat COVID-19. Get vaccinated.
The safety and security of your information is always important to us. Ariza now offers chip cards, also known as EMV cards, which provide enhanced security for your purchases and are globally accepted. The new Ariza Credit Union Visa International Debit Card continues to have the traditional magnetic stripe with the additional security feature of a chip and can now be used at both chip and traditional magnetic stripe terminals. For your added protection, always keep your PIN private and store your chip card safely in a RFID pouch. Visit arizacu.com to learn more on how to protect your account information. Ariza Credit Union, your financial freedom, your future.
Now is the time to treat yourself to a new Samsung A7 tablet for free. You heard me, free. Simply add your postpaid mobile plan to your new or existing all-in or all-in plus bundle and get a free Samsung A7 tablet. Now that's a real treat. So sign up today and add your postpaid plan to your home services to get your free tablet. Visit discoverflow.co for more information. Terms and conditions apply.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
There's a reason we have been here to serve you for the past 40 years. A reason we have continued to grow. A reason we have continued to celebrate. That reason is you. We have been here to help you plan for your future and here to help you celebrate your achievements. We continue to be here, even when the future seems unclear. Because one thing is certain, you're the reason we care.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
When you are cold, do you think of those with no warmth? When you eat, do you think of those who are hungry? One man pleads for some attention to be given to the homeless people in Grenada. Details in this Chrislyn report.
We see them every day on the sidewalks, begging for $1 or a little something to eat. Often we turn the other way, ignoring their plea. Life on the street is not easy for a nomad, as he is exposed to sickness and diseases, and they become the elements of abuse. Who cares? Former Commissioner of Police James Clarkson is disheartened by what he sees on a daily basis.
The sort of people that walking in Grenades, they're walking literally naked. And how the hell people not seeing that? These are people that should be helping. They're walking naked. When I tell you naked, I see that in the eyes. Yeah? Why can't we do something for them?
You're talking about the homeless.
The homeless people, they're walking naked, no pants. Sometimes I see a guy naked asking a woman that lives in a place for some water to drink. Naked. Why can't they see that and help these people? Maybe you need to give the homeless some passport to sell so they can get some money to fix themselves. That is what you need to do.
He says as a young man growing up, his father made it his business and involved them in feeding the needy as a routine. Today, he says, he continues with the act of kindness.
$10, $15, I'll make it in change. Because I know by the time I hit the gas station down there, you see these people just there, you know, I can't leave them because my father never leave people like that, wanting. Every Saturday we used to get out from the shop. He give us money or food for the homeless people that come in to give them something. And this is what you see now. And he dead must be about 20 years now. And I'm speaking about 50, 60 years ago. And you're coming now and you're seeing the same thing.
This is what he believes would be a stepping stone in addressing homelessness.
What needs to be done, we need to get a caring government. Caring people that think about people, not just about themselves. We get there for 5 years and we make ourselves rich. And look at the people you're making yourself rich off. This is very hurtful.
Chrislyn John, GBN News.
The recent resignation of Terry Noel as an opposition senator was addressed as the upper house sat for the first time in recent months. Noel had served notice to both opposition leader Tobias Clement and President of the Senate Chester Humphrey. We got details in this report.
President of the Senate, Chester Humphrey, addressing the resignation of opposition Senator Terry Noel, expressed his appreciation for the contributions made during his short stay in the Senate. Humphrey says, though he had expected a longer stay, the former senator's contribution were worthwhile.
I think for the time that he was here, I believed that his contributions were very worthwhile. He had a knowledge of history. I think he had a very strong inclination towards the historical issues and his attempts to connect them to the present.
Leader of Government Business in the Senate, Simon Still, and Agriculture Senator Roderick St. Clair also shared their appreciation for the former senator's contributions.
Clearly he felt his contribution could be expressed in a more amplified way based on the journey he is about to venture on outside of this chamber, and we look forward to seeing how those contributions unfold. But
I met him. He was, I would say, a compadre. You know, we chatted a lot to discuss a lot of ways that we can better represent the different constituents that we were here to do. We learned from each other, and so on a personal note, I would miss him. He also is an avid farmer in the farming community, and so that also is a voice that one voiceless.
His former colleagues, opposition senators Tessa Sincere and Matthew Joseph, joined in with their sentiments toward the former senator.
My regret is that we never got the chance to sit together and solve as the opposition team. That's my regret.
Labour Senator Andre Lewis said he had eagerly anticipated the further contributions of Terry Noel, especially as he had shared a strong inclination toward the support for workers. Terry Noel issued his resignation to opposition leader Tobias Clement last month, saying that his decision sprung from the Grenada movement's announcement that it has begun its transition from a non-governmental organization into a political party. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
The Grenada movement and its leadership have not selected nor close to a position of electing candidates for the position of caretakers as they transition to a political party. Chairman Dr. Patrick Antoine says they have a constitutional and legal team with experts such as Jimmy Bristol and Michael Church who are consulting with the people.
They're working on all of these matters while we consult with the people. So the answer is no. The answer is, are they good candidates that we see? Yes. Have they been chosen, and how will they be chosen? This democratic institution that we're building, that it's the first institution that we're building in the last 20 years that will sustain beyond me and beyond us, is an institution that will have the norms and the rules and the framework in place for how these choices are made.
Antoine says the democratic process will prevail during the selection of caretakers who he hopes will become candidates.
Not only will we do that in terms of selecting candidates, but we intend even after they're selected and after they win to ensure that those candidates remain grounded in the community. And we believe, for instance, that the time has come for us to do more than talk about local government. And part of the work of these candidates is going to be working to put in place very quickly a local government system where they can now start talking to their local government representatives to remain more connected with the people. Let me tell you, we have some passion in TGM.
Now we turn our attention to what has been creating a buzz on social media. Trellona Charles has been looking around the platforms.
This is Social Buzz, where we shine a light on the thoughts and concerns of our online audience. According to Minister of Health Nicholas Steele, the government will be introducing identification cards for people who have taken the COVID-19 vaccine and are fully vaccinated.
We are looking at a pilot this week, between today and the end of the week, to launch a pilot where we would have a picture ID vaccination card for those who choose to get one. It is not mandatory, but it really will facilitate individuals who want to go to fully vaccinated events. So the pilot will start later on this week. When we are ready for that, we will make that announcement. So members of the public who are fully vaccinated can come forward to the designated location to receive a picture vaccination ID.
Our online audience gave their opinions on the minister's announcement. Ishan commented, discrimination. The vaccine does not prevent nor stop the spread of COVID. So what's all this hype for? We still need to treat people like people. It's just sad the lengths these administrations are going for others' agendas. Diane wrote, there are all kinds of issues and excuses regarding the availability of her national ID, but somehow it is now feasible to acquire COVID-19 ID. Ian agreed. He wrote, vaccination ID card. What about the expired voters' ID cards? That is important too. And Kim K added, still, all you taking many months to give people their voters' ID, but how come we're getting vaccine ID so quickly? Joyce asked, and people put up with that? How is it different than wearing a yellow Star of David? Flashback to Nazis. Aren't we equal in the sight of God? Discrimination? Paula commented, what about persons who aren't medically fit to take the vaccine? They can't enjoy life anymore? This is sad. You guys talk about herd immunity. Why be so selfish? Because you guys are getting paid big salaries, poor people must bow down to you all? Some persons took the vaccine against their wishes just to feed their families. And Darrell commented, you can still be a carrier and also share COVID even after 2 shots. You need to continue awareness of symptoms as they match seasonal allergies, flu, and common colds. You have given up on testing the locals for COVID. You also need to provide factual information on this respiratory illness that is spreading now on Grenada. If you are telling the public it is influenza, then identify which strain of influenza it is. Otherwise, why should we believe you? That's it for tonight's Social Buzz. If you would like to have your thoughts and concerns shared, be sure to comment on GBN's Facebook page.
From the thought process to the visual impact, it's time to take a peek through the GBN Eyesore lens.
A good eye catches all. GBN Eyesore is brought to you by ClearVision. Life is beautiful if only you can see it. ClearVision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ClearVision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
Grenadian Natifa Lewis is bringing in a juicy title to tonight's GBN Eyesore after emerging the champion of a mango eating competition. The first Laurelton Farmers Market mango eating competition was held at the market in Laurelton, New York on Monday. Congratulations to Ms. Lewis. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
I have never seen a mango being eaten that fast. Oh my goodness. Still ahead, Grenada's Prime Minister challenges the Caribbean Development Bank to be more aggressive and innovative. This is News at 7.
Having your CVQ qualifications is one of the best things you can do right now.
This course really helped me to build my confidence and have the ability to present.
I've learned a lot about customer service, a lot about etiquette.
It was quite a learning experience, which I enjoy a lot.
Well, it really impacted my life at Digital. 6 months, I got permanent. I also got promoted to sales representative at a store. 8 months after, I got a next promotion at the corporate care.
You can find jobs within the CARICOM using your CVQ qualifications.
Don't let nobody tell you that you can't make it. No, just go forward and do what you have to.
Who are we? The National Training Agency.
Enhancing the employability of Grenada's workforce.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good, old things.
Hey, Daisy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call, 440-1015 or 440-1016. Or check out their website, hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Open borders with the right precautions will keep us safe and lead us to the successful rejuvenation of our tourist industry. Because when we come together as a country, we all win.
I did it for my co-workers.
I did it for my granny.
What's up? I did it for my neighbor.
I did it for my business.
Help us help Grenada.
I did it for myself and my family. Get vaccinated.
Together, we can defeat COVID-19. Get vaccinated.
Trends come and go, but jewelry is forever in style. Give a gift that lasts a lifetime. Diamond Intercontinental have diamond jewelry, gold and silver jewelries, engagement rings, wedding bands, chains, bracelets, and so much more. They also carry brands such as Anne Klein and Guess. Why wait? Visit Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store at the Esplanade Mall. Call 440-231234. The number again, 232-1234.
Introducing Color by Sissons. 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 Color by Sissons.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do three things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
A whole new level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. Plumbing fixtures, cutting and grinding discs, PVC glue, drywall screws, and power saw blades. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Your hard work, talent, and creativity, plus Flow, equals more ways to chase your dreams. Flow is connecting all of Grenada, from Point Salines to Hillsborough. with the most reliable connection on the island. So now everyone can work, study, and keep moving forward together. Visit discoverflow.co for more information.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell has challenged the Caribbean Development Bank, CDB, to be more aggressive in its approach to helping Grenada and other CDB member states address developmental challenges. The Prime Minister on Tuesday had an introductory virtual call with the new CDB president, Dr. Leon, and senior members of his team. In a conversation that was punctuated with light banter, but which addressed several critical issues, the Prime Minister also called for more innovation in the execution of the CDB's mandate. He said, "These are tough times for the region, and the CDB and its personnel have to become even more innovative in serving its member states. It cannot be business as usual in this time of crisis. The pandemic has created enormous challenges, but it has also opened up immense opportunities, and we must find a way to harness these for the benefit of the region's development." End of quote. Better furniture for 2 primary schools in St. George. Let's get more.
One primary school principal is happy that her students will now be able to operate in a more comfortable environment. This as the St. George's Methodist and the St. George's Anglican Junior Schools were both gifted with a supply of furniture. The donation was handed over to the principals of both institutions by Chinese Ambassador to Grenada, His Excellency Wei Yongtian, and Parliamentary Representative Honorable Peter David.
Education is the foundation of the future of our nation. So investment in education means a lot. China and Grenada has been enjoying a very good relationship for the past 16 years. And China has been lending support to Grenada. And we have many practical cooperation in many sectors, including education sectors. So we are sure that China will continue to provide support to the education sector of Grenada, and we will join hands to deepen the cooperation in many sectors, including education sectors.
Minister David expressed appreciation to the ambassador.
On behalf of the government, on behalf of the people, on behalf of the students, I want to say to you that you can rely on us.
Thank you.
In the government, in the constituencies, among the people, to continue to have that excellent relationship with the People's Republic of China. The relationship now is as solid as ever. From the kids to the parents, the People's Republic is seen as a true friend. I want to thank you, and for you to express to your government, to express to your foreign ministry, to your education ministry, how grateful we are and how much we look forward to further.
Principal of the St. George's Anglican School, Asher Bailey, admits that they have been challenged and that the furniture will aid in remedying the problem.
Today, after packing up the furniture, we realized that we had so much extra space in the allotted space for the grade 3s. Right, the furniture, they are much smaller than what was there previously, and so we are seeing that the children are easy to maneuver throughout the classes. One of the teachers even mentioned yesterday, "Miss, I wish that the entire school had these furniture." We are truly hoping that we can get some more, especially given our unique situation, right? Words alone cannot say how grateful we are for this. It truly touched our heart in a special way.
Chrislyn John, GBN News.
Stay with us. Weather and sports up next.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
Hills and Valley Pharmacy offers both wholesale and retail pharmaceutical and over-the-counter products. We have the most competitive and affordable prices. We are the agents for Vit Plus multivitamin for healthy everyday lifestyle and Sonatogen powder. Hills and Valley Pharmacy supplies the best quality, name brand clinical products such as Rescue Oil, Bio Oil, Neutrogena, Aveeno, and Claritin. We offer the most convenient opening hours. Our telephone numbers are 435-6904 or 6903. Remember, at Hills and Valley Pharmacy, your health is our business. We care.
Now open Hills and Valley Medicare Center, your one-stop for medical supplies, massage therapy, physiotherapy, and an in-house physician. At Hills and Valley, your health is our business. Once upon a time, we shopped at Wonderland, and then Neverland. But we're all grown up now and no longer believe in fairy tales. So now we just shop at Shoes R Us. At Shoes R Us, we stock the latest in shoes, tops, and jeans for the fashion-conscious lady. We also carry colognes and much, much more. And for the modern trendy male, we have the latest brand name shoes and sneakers, Converse, Reebok, Nike, K-Swiss, Puma, and much more. So check us out at our two convenient locations, Melville Street in St. George and Ben Jones Street in Granville. At Shoes R Us, we say, come shop with us.
For quality herbs and herbal supplements, or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 418-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Fallage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
Keeping an eye on the weather. This is GBN. We've got you covered.
Let's check out the weather forecast. Tonight, minimum temperature 25.5 degrees Celsius. Generally fair, becoming partly cloudy at times with few isolated showers is what the weather is looking like this evening. Winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 8 to 18 miles per hour. Seas slight to moderate, waves 3 to 5 feet in open waters. There are no warnings at this time. Tides are high at 20 past 10 tonight and low at 15 minutes right after curfew breaks. On Thursday, Corpus Christi, the sun will rise at 18 minutes to 6 and set at 6:30 in the evening. Partly cloudy, hazy, and windy with the possible isolated shower. And we know we need those for planting. On Friday, mostly cloudy and hazy with some widely scattered to scattered showers and the possible isolated thunder shower. So be prepared. And on Saturday, mostly cloudy and hazy with some widely scattered to scattered showers and the possible isolated thunder shower. That's it for your weather forecast on GBN News.
Good evening, sporting fans. The Spice Boys, led by head coach Michael Findlay, went through their last training session on Tuesday afternoon in preparation for the World Cup qualifiers. The national team was scheduled to depart from Antigua on Wednesday, with the match carded for Friday before a return to Grenada to face Montserrat. Grenada needs positive results from its final two World Cup qualifying matches, and Coach Findlay says the team worked on their finishing touches and sharpness.
Yeah, we're very happy. It's good that we have everybody into the squad now. Due to certain regulations, we've been waiting for tests to come back regarding COVID. We're following those rules and guidelines that have set out, which we have to. Yeah, and what we're looking for is we're looking to make sure the group is sharp, that they're working inside the parameters that we've set out of how we want to play and how we want to apply ourselves. And it's just good to get a rhythm. And as you watched there in the last bit, it's just to get a sweat on to see how we are feeling in the conditions and how we're going to progress moving forward. And yes, we need a result. We need two results actually, and we need some helps. But we're going to concern ourselves on our own game and our own application, and we'll take it one step at a time.
The Grenadian team is bolstered with the inclusion of Aaron Pear, who missed the first two matches due to injury.
Well, absolutely. I mean, Aaron coming in was very unfortunate. We didn't have Aaron available due to injury in our first two matches, and one in El Salvador and here against the USVI. But yeah, Aaron brings an enormous amount of experience, leadership, and qualities that we need. And I think he's proven by his service over the last number of years for Grenada how good he is. And so the players are always excited to see Aaron. This is the first time I've got an opportunity to work with him, and obviously it's going to bode well with us, both from a teaching point of view with some of our younger players, but also bringing some more experience into the squad.
Meanwhile, Aaron Pear says he is elated to be part of the team after returning from the injury. Pear says he, along with the other players who are missing in the first two matches, are determined to win the 3 points on Friday. He elaborates on what he will be contributing to the team defensively.
I think just the leadership alone. I think the organisation that I put in, I'm very vocal and very aggressive with how I address things, and I think that will give opposition, it gives our forward and our attacking players more confidence to go and attack them, knowing that defensively that me and among other defenders will secure everything, and we get a win from that.
Pierre says they are full of confidence in the camp.
First step is always to be confident in yourself and your ability, and then the second thing is just as a team spirit and the motivation that everyone wants to get the 3 points and everyone wants to do well for the country and for themselves. So that itself is a motivation and for us to even push forward in any circumstances in life. So I feel very confident in myself.
Still with news from the Spice Boys, Roma Frank of FC Camohon, Stefan Abraham of Paradise FC International, and Moron Phillip of Hurricanes SC are some of the newest additions to cement their places in the squad. Coach Findlay says the new additions to the team are there based on their merit and have easily gelled with the other players.
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, those players are there on merit. Those players have come through a long, extensive preparation that we've done since I arrived in January. They were prominent roles in our squad in the El Salvador and USVI games, and domestic players have been working very hard as a group. Them gelling, it's not really a difficult situation. They all have a great amount of respect for each other. They all live in different sorts of environment, but as you could see, that they contribute, and they're here, as I say, on merit. And the gelling will be about how we select players to best suit our needs on the day, but I'm excited to be able to include domestic players of the quality of the players you just mentioned.
That's it for sports. Our regional segment is up next. This is your One Caribbean hookup. In St. Lucia, patients were left without breakfast Tuesday morning as the kitchen staff at the St. Jude Hospital staged protest actions citing what they say are poor working conditions. According to the workers, they have been complaining about the waterlogged work environment for months.
We have been reporting that water problem for months now, almost a month now. And I am working with hot stuff. I'm afraid to lift up a hot pan and I fall and then I get hurt. I have been through that already here. I am not going through it again. I felt I had to write incident report for a whole month from writing incident report and nothing was done.
The employees also expressed disappointment with the pace at which management is addressing their outstanding concerns.
It is now 9:05 and none of the patients haven't eaten and we haven't seen anybody from management as yet.
So that's why you are...
That is why we are here, because you can, yes, we are out there waiting for a plumber to come and sort out the problem.
Meanwhile, the viral music video featuring prominent Barbadian entertainers Lil Rick and Peter Ram that features pro-gangster explicit lyrics and appears to be glorifying gun violence have drawn public outrage and condemnation by the government of Barbados. Prime Minister Mia Mottley, in a statement released, said she was disappointed in the direction taken by the entertainers.
I want to say that I am horrified at the video and I am personally disappointed in the artists who have not recognized that there is an obligation on their part to be able to accept that to whom much is given, much is expected. Let us remember that not everyone in our society understands the use of artistic license or sarcasm, and that is why, for example, we often have to speak recognizing that there are some among us for whom there is not the maturity or not the wisdom to recognize that this is not how you behave in a civilized society.
She called on all those involved to apologize to the nation and remove the video from all platforms.
I want to say that there has to be a zero-tolerance approach to gun violence in this country. And there are those who sometimes have to be awoken to the reality that you cannot play light with issues such as this. And I ask you, therefore, please, to apologize to the people of this nation and also equally to ensure that that video is taken down.
Internationally, despite having the world's second largest COVID-19 death toll, President Jair Bolsonaro says Brazil will host the Copa America football tournament later this month. Bolsonaro's decision came 3 days after tens of thousands of Brazilians took to the streets, accusing him of mishandling the pandemic and delaying the vaccine rollout. Members of the opposition have asked the Supreme Court to stop the championship, and the court has given the president 5 days to explain the government's last-minute decision. We get the details in this report.
President Jair Bolsonaro stood by his decision. The country with the world's second-largest COVID-19 death toll will host the Copa America, welcoming South American teams for a 4-week football tournament. He said his ministers agreed it would not pose a health threat.
From the beginning, I've said this about the pandemic. I regret the deaths, but we have to live. If everyone just stays home, then farmers should stay home, and I want to see how city dwellers will survive.
His words came 3 days after tens of thousands of Brazilians took to the streets, accusing Bolsonaro of mishandling the pandemic and delaying the vaccine rollout.
There is no way to qualify the insanity of trying to host an event of this magnitude in our country. Argentina and Colombia are doing better than Brazil in terms of the pandemic, but they both withdrew as hosts of this tournament.
Congressmen also voiced their outrage. Senator Renan Calheiros, rapporteur of the Senate committee investigating the government's handling of the pandemic, said Brazil was set to host a death championship.
Since I cannot appeal to the president, to the health minister and the Brazilian Football Confederation because they're all denialists, I want to appeal to the Brazilian players. Neymar, don't accept holding the Copa America in our country.
It's not not only on the streets and in Congress that people are discussing whether Brazil should or should not host the Copa America. This debate has ended up in the Supreme Court. The opposition Workers' Party has asked the judiciary branch to stop the championship. A Supreme Court justice has given the president 5 days to explain the government's last-minute decision. Bolsonaro, though, is pressing ahead with the plans and has announced that at least 3 cities besides Rio de Janeiro have agreed to host the matches. Monica Yanakiev, Al Jazeera, Rio de Janeiro.
That's it for your One Caribbean Hookup. I'm Trellona Charles. Thank you for joining us.
Grenadian wanted by police for alleged illegal entry surrenders to police. Human bones discovered in Mardi Gras on January 19th yet to be identified. Bus operators and passengers at the St. George's bus terminal expressed frustration as the toilets remain closed. Former Commissioner of Police James Clarkson pleads for some attention to be given to homeless people. In around the globe, kitchen staff at St. Jude Hospital in St. Lucia stage protest action over poor working conditions. And Brazil will host the Copa America football tournament later this month, despite high COVID-19 death toll. In sports, Spice Boys held their final training session on Tuesday as they prepared to depart for Antigua in World Cup qualifiers. If you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at www.gbn.gd or on GBN Television's Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Chrislyn Lashington. That's the news. We'll see you again. Good night.
We shall fight them on the beaches.